is going on, everybody? Welcome to the Sunday Build Show. And chat's already blowing up. We got Kamikaze, Stephen Kessel, Craig Jones, Dale Kaluka, Karen. Model. Oh, that's a tough one. Brian, what's up, Brian? John, everybody's in the house tonight. Me reading names makes about as much sense as that was going to be Forrest Gump doing science, but I lost the joke because of the timing. So let's stick to what we know. Welcome, everybody. We got some special guests today. We have our good friend and brother in arms, Mr. BG.
Hello.
And for our first-time co-guest, special guest, we have Mr. Josh from VCG Residence. What's up, Josh?
How's it going, everybody?
Hey, buddy.
Welcome to the show, man. Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
And, of course, we have Jody. Welcome, Jody.
Hello, everybody.
And Tim.
What do you say, people?
Jason and Justin will not be here today. They are taking care of some personal business, and we wish them the best in what they're doing. And we will definitely, Lance at Revell, what's up? We will definitely miss them today, but it looks like we got some great subs to fill in for them. Prying Josh away from his workbench, delivering and making all the parts for you guys that order his awesome products is not the easiest task in the world.
My boss is brutal.
Right.
He has no time.
He always knows when you're slacking, right?
Yeah, brutal. Well, this time of the year must pick up for you guys, huh?
Most definitely.
Definitely.
It's nice to get a little break away from that and be forced to the bench for a little bit. Believe it or not, I do actually build models from time to time.
So you've just traded one set of shackles for another set of shackles.
Yes.
Not that I would ever start a business doing it, but that's also the very same reason why I would never buy, or I say I would never buy a 3D printer, because that's another whole rabbit hole to go down.
They call your name 24 hours a day.
I bet they do. What's up, Robert?
Like what was it? The first Superman movie with Christopher Reeves, where the green crystal was glowing in the shed.
That was calling to him. That would be me. That would be me.
Is this? It is Window Masks. Hooray! Thank you, Mr. Tamiya. Appreciate
Josh,
that.
do you do that full time now, or you still have a regular job?
This is my full-time job.
Yeah.
Well, that is not building models.
Not building models.
Yeah, I knew what you meant. Yeah.
You figure out how to make building models pay, and I think there'll be a lot of folks quitting their jobs.
Yeah.
I don't know, though. I did that. I made that mistake. I turned my hobby into a job when I did the one-to-ones with the Jeeps, and I actually regret doing that. I had a lot of fun building Jeeps until it became a business.
Well, the old saying is, do what you love and you never work a day in your life. They never say anything about doing your hobby as a job.
Right. That's true. That's true.
That's completely different than doing what you love.
Well, because in my eyes, the hobby is the escape from the normal everyday stuff.
That's
Exactly.
true, too. Yep.
So then you lose that escape, and you got nothing to escape to.
Yeah.
Right.
That's just my thought, anyway.
That's when you start reading more comic books and going to Comic-Con. Or so I've heard.
Is that what happened? Not that you have any experience, but that's what you heard. A friend was asking for a friend.
Asking for a friend, yes.
Ooh. Man, chat's rolling. What's up, Ryan? John? Tin Man? Getting a full house already.
I was up to see our friend Brian and Harvey Emporium yesterday.
Where's you?
Yeah, how's he doing?
Yeah, he's good. He's a good kid.
We are
Did I
getting
ever-
closer.
Did I
We were
ever share my story with you about Brian? Happened quite recently, actually. Some folks rolled into our store at Andy's, and they were from Maryland. And no, not Maryland. Sorry, Massachusetts. They're from Massachusetts. And the guy walks in and he looks over at me. He goes, "Hey, are you BG?" And I said, "Yeah, I am." He goes, Right. I can't remember the guy's name. It's like, he's from
Oh, you froze up, BZ.
Massachusetts. Brian from Hobby Import from. So I was like, that's pretty awesome.
That is neat.
That is cool. I'm going to have the dubious pleasure of hanging out with him, and we were talking about this behind the scenes, but hanging out with him and getting to meet Tim for the first time here in just a few weeks. Going to hang out with, and Jody. Jody, you still going to make it down there on the 14th?
Absolutely.
Sweet. Russell Clark will be there as well. You guys know Russell.
Oh yeah.
I met Russ at GraniCon this year. Very nice young man.
Sweet.
Yes, he
nice
is.
guy, nice guy.
I should have taken that clear out of the bag already. That was a mistake. Well, this model's ruined. Throw it away.
Right over.
Tom was his name, BG. Brian says Tom was his name and that he pre-warned you about him coming.
That's right. That's right. That's right.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah,
What's
that
up,
was just really
Dave?
cool. Just really cool to have that kind of connection again. That was kind of sweet.
Yeah.
And they had a good time at the store too, so that was awesome.
Yeah, he's super knowledgeable too. Yesterday I'm standing there talking to him, and a young couple come in and they had a 10-year-old boy, and he was in the model rockets. And they sell all that stuff, and Brian knew all about it. I was baffled by any of it.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. We just got Warhammer in at our store, and I'm like, great. Now I got to do research on this stuff because I don't know what the hell we're talking about.
Yeah. Well, Brian Sandy's telling him about the motor and the detonation, and be careful of this, and make sure he does that, and don't stand here. And I was pretty
Dave,
impressed.
absolutely. Come by on the 14th if you can get away. I believe we're meeting at 10 a.m. at the hobby shop. So, yeah, if you can get away, I'd love to have you, man. More the better.
No, I think it's 11 we're meeting.
11. I'm sorry, 11 that we're meeting then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
you
right. It
can-
gives me a little bit of time to get down there from Vermont. I really don't know how far it is, but it can't be that far from Manchester.
Oh,
Well,
we didn't-
3
we
to
didn't-
5 days anyway.
3 to 5 days.
Yeah.
Right.
Don't even take me that long to drive up. I plan on leaving midnight the 11th and getting there before dinner time on the 12th.
Well, you're driving from Florida all the way up north, so you're going to be hitting a time zone where you're going to go from like the 1950s to the 1980s.
That's true. I'm going to go from 2025 to 1825 when I get to at least parts of Vermont. Maybe not all of it, but some of it. But that's also what makes it cool. King Bob, what's up, buddy? Matthew Burry.
Bob.
Tiffany, Dirt Road Cinderella's here.
Hi, Tiff.
World famous Tiffany.
She's doing such a great job holding down your Facebook, GG.
She
Hats
sure
off to
is.
her.
She sure is going to get a special Christmas present this year, I think.
Ooh.
That I think I said it last week, but that car she did for the Cyanide short track build come out awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Really, really good.
Yep.
Oh,
Yep,
yeah.
sure enough. Speaking of Saturday night short track build, I'm going to go ahead and embiggen myself and show everybody what it is I'm working on. And when I get done, we'll move on to whoever wants to go next. So let me start first.
It's amazing how much cleaner the show is when Justin's not here.
Right? There's no F-bombs so far, nothing. Well, again, guys, I'm still working on sanding on my late model, my modified. I actually, you guys remember, I've actually had it painted blue for a while, the Pepsi blue, but I got into a hurry, and I'm going to do a video on this, but I got into a hurry, and I did not pay enough attention on my airbrush when I was shooting my clear. My airbrush had some trash in it, and I don't think you can see it that well with the camera, but try to get the light to hit it just right. There it is. You see it right there. It looks like it's got chicken pox. It is absolutely horrible. Right, there you go. You see it. Look at it right there. This side was much, much worse, but I've been sanding on it and getting it smooth. I'm going to do a video on it about how you can save the paint even if you screw it up without having to start all over again. So that's literally what I've been doing all weekend. I did go down to my good friend Tim Casper's house and pick up a love seat for the hideout, which we're going to do a little video on that, a little update video on that pretty soon. And hopefully get you guys a little bit of an update on what I'm doing there. But that's literally what I've been working on is after clear coating that thing, I've been sanding and sanding and sanding. Brian in Vermont, I will be in the Manchester, Vermont area.
So in your video, are you going to talk about how getting into a hurry actually costs you more time on the back end?
That's exactly what but that's going to be more or less in those words, or at least in that kingdom of what the name of the video is going to be. Slow down, do it right once and not have to do it twice or something along that line. It takes more time to fix it. If I had just took my time, I was wanting to go to bed, but I wanted to get it done, and then I didn't pay enough attention to what I was doing, and boom, there I was. And again, I've been every bit of 8 hours probably sanding on this thing to trying to sand through it, and just coming down with 5,000 grit, just trying to bring it down a little bit at a time, not burn through it and all that. So lesson learned on my part, but maybe I can do a video and save everybody a bunch of crap. All right,
So
who wants to go next?
Maybe think of it this way: if you get into a hurricane, you got a lot of mess to clean up.
That's fact. Who wants to go next? What are we working on?
I'll go next.
All right, there we go. I'm going to unbiggen you, Mr. BG.
All right, let me find my box top. Today we're working on the Honda Prelude. Isn't that pretty?
Cool.
I like those blue calipers in there. So you're supposed to be building this for Andy's store. So we're gonna have this on display there when we get this done.
Nice.
And it's actually a really nice little kit. There's a lot of molded in detail in the chassis. Hopefully the light's catching that well enough. So there's going to be a lot of masking, as you can see in the instructions. It's all right. We're not afraid of that anymore. And then I'm actually looking forward to painting up the golf bag and the duffel bag.
Oh, that's cool. That comes with
That is cool.
I really want to do this duffel bag to look like there's like wads of cash sticking out of it, like it was from a robbery. And if I put this on display at the store, I wonder if Andy will notice that there's dollar bills hanging out of that. So we'll see what we can get away with. And unfortunately, this only does come in the right-hand drive. I don't think Timmy is ever going to change that, but it is what it is. So yeah, I'm working on that. And then before I go away from here, I wanted to share something that my good friend Brian dropped off the other day. He was at a antique store and he found this model kit from Vroom. Never heard of it before.
Me either.
But it's actually a 43rd scale, and it's a Porsche Type 64. Look at this guy.
Oh, cool.
Isn't that cool?
That is wicked cool.
He was saying that he thinks this particular body for this Porsche is pre-World War II. And it's molded. It's cast really, really nice, and it's got a lot of other little bits and stuff in here for it. But I was really stunned that he found this and thought of me and got that for me.
That is cool. Is that poured resin?
It's poured resin, yeah.
And
I'm thinking this is from France, I think. Yeah, it says it's from France. So it's kind of like a starter kit. So I'm thinking this might be my small scale group build this year.
Hell yeah, that is very cool. Very cool.
Yeah, I wanted to share that with you guys. It's just a fun, cool kit. I've never seen it.
I'll be looking them up from when we get done. I'm gonna check them out. They were cool.
Yeah.
I developed kind of an affinity for those starter kits after our little foray into those.
Yeah.
Even with the challenges they present, there's just, I don't know, there's something about them that really enamored me.
Right. I agree. Because you can really take those over the top really easy.
Mm-hmm.
Those tiny kits.
Right, the name of the company was Vroom, and it's a little Porsche. There it is. Porsche Type 64.
Berlin, Rome. I'm not sure if it was racing from Berlin to Rome or what, but
Yeah, Rome's definitely not in Berlin, and Berlin's definitely not in Rome. They're two different places for sure.
but they are drivable from one to the next. So
Yeah, I suppose you can. Apparently, it's 2 hours and 41 minutes from Manchester to the store because, according to Brian, you can't get there from here, Vermont roads. That is the truth. You can't get there from here in Vermont. You just can't.
Accurate.
You got to go by your elbow to get to your kneecap.
Can confirm that that's accurate.
Yeah, absolutely.
are they all cow trails?
Pretty much.
Essentially, yeah. Of course, in Vermont, the cows have 2 legs that are shorter than the other from standing on the side of the mountain.
That's right.
Oh, okay. I was thinking like the 2 legs in the front were shorter than the 2 legs in the back. I'm like, doesn't make any sense.
Doesn't make sense.
Why would you have the front? Why would you lower the front of your cow?
It's a high performance cow. That's why.
Right.
Yeah, that's it. You got to get all the air on the nose to keep it on the
Yeah.
track.
But it have good ground effects for when you have to milk it, right?
Don't forget the 70s cows, though. They were facing downhill, so they were jacked up in the rear with the big
That's right.
L60s on the back.
Some of those still poking around too.
Yeah, some of those still,
My cow has a Carolina squat. Well, you might want to get that checked out.
you might want
Yeah. I got to tell you, I never understood that whole Carolina squat thing. I don't get it.
I don't either.
You're not the only one.
Did you guys see the meme? There was a meme going around for a while comparing it had a side-by-side picture of a Carolina squatted truck and a dog scooting across the ground.
Yeah.
Same visual.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Josh, Hot Rod Builder says, Josh. I'm assuming you know him.
I probably do. I don't recognize as many people by YouTube names as I do names that I see on orders. So
Right, there you go. There you go.
Yeah, Hot Rod Builder. Post your credit card number and Josh.
Talk to those straight away.
Yeah, that's right. Let's put it right down there in the chat.
good to see you, Hot Rod Builder.
That is cool. Sean from Kansas City.
Ah, yes.
Or Kansas, rather. Kansas.
Yep.
Who
Mr.
wants to go
Pete.
next? Jody, Josh, Tim?
I'll go in a minute. I'm just in the middle of doing something. So
Okay. Talking about the Carolina squat, when I had my 1-to-1 shop, guys would come in all the time, and they do some, especially on them independent front suspension Chevrolets, they do some crazy stuff with torsion bars to get those front ends up like that. Those things are completely unsafe. But they come in and they're wanting me to, get their steering right or do something like that. I said, the first thing you need to do is go back to work, save up some money, and get the rest of the lift kit, and then bring it back. We'll install that first, and then we'll go ahead and get the rest of it straightened out. That usually made them pretty angry, and they would leave.
yeah, it does. It looks like a dog taking a shit.
It does. It does.
I even drive the goddamn thing pointing up at the sky like that.
You can't drive it. That's why. That's why a lot of states are making it illegal, because you can't see out. And then of course they lean way back. Everybody got to lean way back and be cool. But
pedestrians are getting hit.
Well, when I was younger and I had my Toyota, I had 38s on it. My Toyota pickup when I was younger, and it was high. And then Massachusetts came out with a law where they measured from the base of the door, with the door open, from the bottom of the door to the ground, something like that. It could only be so many inches. So the biggest thing I would have been able to put on it is like 33s, which was still big on a Toyota, but they made it so there was a height rule because everybody had 40s, 44s driving down the street,
Yeah, that wouldn't go over very well here in Arizona.
No. Florida, fortunately, doesn't have that. They do have a headlight, or did have. They don't even have it anymore.
Headlight height rule.
Headlight height rule.
Yeah.
All they'll tell you is if you come up behind them and you're blinding them, even with your low beams on, they'll pull you over and tell you to adjust the headlight down to where it's not. There's a lot of guys that leave the headlight adjusted where it was when it was stock, then raise it up 14 inches. Now you're shining right in the back window of all the cars, and they will pull you over for that. The biggest thing that they're doing down here now, and especially on the beach, is the noise ordinance. If you are going down the road and they can hear you from, 2 cars away, they will write you a ticket for the music being too loud.
Really?
All I have to say
Especially on
about
the
that
beach.
is, all I have to say about that is thank you.
Right.
Yeah, right.
I got busted on the beach in a buddy of mine's Jeep. I didn't know it was a thing. Because I don't cruise the beach very often. It's one of those deals where I live here, so I don't go over there because it's always crazy. Well, as far as people being there and all that, but
I hear you. Apparently, there's supposed to be some sort of magical canyon not too far from here.
right. But I went over there when it was during Jeep Beach. So he has those Wave Runner speakers on his Jeep. So this thing is like stupid loud. And I'm riding up down the beach, cruising to Eminem, and it didn't take that damn beach guy too long to pull me over and told me that I needed to turn that down.
You were listening to
Surprised they didn't
Eminem.
Surprised they didn't give you shit for listening to Eminem.
Nope, it was more
That's
about
a whole separate ticket.
Yeah, here's one for disturbing the peace, and here's a fucking citation for listening to Eminem.
Didn't give you a hard time about listening to Eminem because we're about to.
right. That's why I said it. I got away with it from him. I figured you guys could bust my chops.
There you go.
I don't go to the
you're-
beach anymore because I get tired of them trying to push me back in.
You and me both, buddy.
I had that same problem.
I know sooner get out of the water and get dried off, and somebody's saving the planet's trying to push me back in.
There you go. Get him back in the water quick. He's drying up.
Oh, don't get stuck on a beach in Oregon. They just blow your ass up.
Yeah, that's
Is that what
right.
it is? Yeah.
That's right.
That's a long
for
time
me,
ago. You guys remember that?
For me, it's my Irish skin. I can be on the beach for 5 minutes and be like burnt up. And everybody asks me, why are you wearing long pants and long sleeves? Because I want to be here for more than 5 minutes.
So you're just like a vampire. You go on the skin, take off your shirt, and there's just a poof, and you're gone.
So I turn into a blister. Jody, you ready?
Yeah, I don't really have much to share. I finished. I did finish my Corsair.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very
And,
nice.
I had my my local club meeting was Thursday, Mount Mansfield Scale Modelers. And I've got a bunch of really good military plane builders in there, and had got good reviews from those guys. So I think I'm on the right track with this stuff. So,
Sweet.
but other than that, turkey shoot's coming. I think I showed everybody last week, but this is what I chose for that. The Schwimm wagon. I'm going to open this up probably during the course of the show just to take a quick peek, see if I need to go pick anything up specific to put it together.
All right.
But other than that, I'm just organizing. I've got so many. I don't know why I keep buying paint, but well, I keep buying paint. I'll just leave it at that. So I'm trying to get it. I'm trying to get it a little bit more organized than what it has been historically, and stop buying so much until I use what I have. So, but some of this Mr. Hobby stuff is tough to get. So when I see it, I take the opportunity to grab it. So
Right. Are you? I find myself, and I'm sure you're in the same boat. I find myself buying something because I didn't think I had it, and then I get home and find out I have 2 of them already.
yeah,
And then he boxes it up and sends it to me.
Then I box it up and send it to BG.
there you go. As long as it ends up somewhere.
Right?
But that's pretty much it. I'm just getting organized here today a little bit, and looking forward to the turkey shoot next week.
Absolutely.
And just got to get through a short week, and we're home free.
Talking about the turkey shoot, those of you that are not familiar with it, well, you would probably be best to describe, what it's based on, since you're in the home club.
Yeah. So the turkey shoot is you have 4 days during the Thanksgiving holiday. So it kind of, the Mount Mansfield Scale Model Club, there's a couple members in that club that kind of, the idea, it wasn't exclusively from those guys. I think they kind of, somebody overseas had kind of decided to do this kind of build as well. But our guys kind of jumped on to, you've got 4 days off for Thanksgiving if you're fortunate enough to have 4 days off. And kind of like you did back when you were a kid, how about you just take that time to build a model kit? So it starts Thursday morning. literally 12:01 a.m. and you have until Sunday evening, 11:59, 12 o'clock, Monday morning to complete a model kit. And I've participated that in the last, I think, 4 years. Had a really good time. The modeling Insanity guys have picked up on that. I know Rob and those guys have the Discord room that gets pretty active over there. Those guys come with guns blazing at midnight basically to get started on the build. So it's pretty active over there during the course of those 4 days. So it's fun, if you're at home and you got nothing to do, go to Mount Mansfield Scale Modeling or the Insanity, and you can kind of post up what you want to build, show a picture of the empty sprues, nothing that's been started yet, and jump into the build. It's a really good time.
It absolutely is. And if you're interested in checking out the Insanity guys, just go to their Facebook, and they have their Discord link up there. Big shout out to Pappy. What's up, Pappy? West Georgia Rods and Customs.
Hey,
Fred Henry in the house.
Hey, Fred.
Matthew asked a really good question before we move on to the next What You Builder. What is y'all's favorite glue for windows?
This is it right here. Canopy Glue Formula 560.
Micro Crystal Clear works really well. I've had good success with this.
I am the Evergreen Scale Models Canopy Glue guy.
Same.
Real good. Same.
Yeah, I use the Evergreen stuff. Canopy glue.
I think they're all pretty much the same thing, aren't they? They're all canopy glue.
3 out of 5 dentists like the same stuff.
One other thing that I use, I'll use clear 3D printer resin. Obviously, me being in the position I'm in, I have that readily available. But a lot of the clear UV glues and the clear UV resins that are available through a lot of the hobby shops and like Hobby Lobby, that kind of stuff, that stuff works great as well. The only downside I've found to it is that it doesn't always like to bite into the styrene, I guess. It tends to bite into the clear styrene, but not into the white styrene. So a lot of times if I'm using that to like set a windshield, on the inside of the A-pillar, just before I set the glass, I'll put like a light bead of CA glue, super glue, and then or just rough up the plastic just a tiny bit with some sandpaper before I put the UV resin on, just to give it a little bite.
Awesome.
That makes total sense because, there's no tooth for it to hang on to.
I will use Mod Podge for, if I have to, because it's still good stuff. But what I really like the Mod Podge for is when I put my decals, or if I detail like the speedometer, tachometer type thing in a dash, and I'll take that Mod Podge and put me a drop in there, and it'll kind of bubble up and give that vision of a kind of a rounded off half circle, half type of deal. And I think it really looks good when it does that. What's up, Ken? Tin Man. Of course, we got Mr. Fred, Rob Atlas, Altus. I'm sorry, I always get that name wrong.
All right, what I'm working on.
All right, you're up. Hang on, let me embiggen you.
You bigging me?
There you are. You're embiggen, my friend.
I'm working on this still.
That thing is so cool.
The body is complete.
Mm-hmm.
It is been clear coated and polished and all that.
Woo.
It come out pretty good.
That bare metal foil on the
Yes, unfortunate. Well, it's the Ming ammo stuff.
trim? Yeah.
No, that sounds good.
What I do is I put a little bit on each night, because if you do it all at once, it drives you crazy. So I'll do like this strip here, and then I'll brush on some Tamiya clear to help stick it down. And then when I'm all done doing all of it, and then I just clear coat it, you can't even tell I ever did that.
Wow.
So it just helps hold it down overnight until I get ready to clear coat it. So, but yeah,
So
it's coming out pretty good.
So you're saying that if I do a little bit at a time, I can fire my therapist?
Yeah, probably. Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good.
yeah. So yeah, it's getting there. I just got
Looking good.
to the interior's all but done.
Look at that. Hey,
And,
fancy.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Chassis, it's a curbside, so I didn't do really anything on the chassis.
Fancy.
Painted it black and did some silver stuff, but that's it. And I'm putting American Kragers on it. Those are what I'm putting on it.
Oh, those look good.
Oh, very cool.
So they're gonna look good on it. They kind of fit it. So
Are those Oshima Kragers?
no, those are I think they're from Josh.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I think they're from VGC.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so there
Yeah.
you go. Josh, your wheels look so nice, they look Japanese.
Yeah, that's it.
That's saying something.
They're turning Japanese. They're turning Japanese.
That's right. It's very Japanese.
Real quick, especially with Fred being in here, we had this conversation, or actually, I was in the chat and Fred was live on one of the Saturday night shows. What's your experience with the MiG ammo stuff, Tim? Do you find it to be a little thicker?
It is definitely thicker. It's a lot stickier. And so once you put it down, with me, it seems to be down. You can get it off. It's just a little bit of work. But bare metal foil is too thin. It tears easy. Doesn't stick worth a shit. I get tired of fighting with it all the time. So I bought this stuff. And it's not the chrome. It's aluminum. I like the aluminum because most cars, it's not really chrome. It's like
No.
stainless steel.
It's all bright work. Yeah, they just call it bright work.
Yeah. So I happen to like that more. And I tried I'll show you another one. Hang on, let me grab this other car.
While you're doing that, I'm gonna echo what you said, and a guy whom I respect highly, and I know that Fred does as well. Old Tom Rambler 69, he called it garbage. He said he didn't like it at all.
Well, everybody has their preferences.
Yeah, everybody has a
So-
preference for sure.
I'm trying to think. Hang on, I gotta see who makes this stuff. Is this
But-
stuff laid down nice too?
Tom's had like nearly a lifetime of using that bare metal foil, so he's got it figured out.
Yeah, I'm sure he's got to
And
figure
to
it out.
switch
Right?
to something else, it's just going to be a learning curve. I think it comes down to preference, as everything is.
Sure.
It's really interesting about this particular hobby that there are all sorts of kinds of things that all do the same thing. But just for example, we were talking about our canopy glue, right?
Mhm.
Basically the same type of stuff, but we each have a preferred brand. Most of us.
So the
So,
other stuff that I've tried is this Hasegawa stuff.
I've not tried that. That is shiny.
Yeah, this is
Yeah,
called
like
mirror
mirror stuff.
finish. But here's the thing about it: it's almost see through. If you hold it up to the light, you can almost see through it, and it's stretchy, which is odd. I used it on the visor on this 39 Chevy.
Hang on, let me embiggen you real quick.
All right. So I did this 39 Chevy a few years ago, and I used it on the top of the visor. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Look at that. Yeah, man. That's
So-
stuff's still reflective.
Yeah, but it's stretchy. So it's hard to cut around to go around corners or anything like that. If you put it on a flat surface, it's awesome. But to do it around window trim and stuff, I don't think it would be good
because it stretches.
because it's stretchy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
they also
Did you-
make this in a diamond plate finish. And I did me and Jason did a buddy build, a Toyota 4Runner. And on the top of the back bumper, you know how back bumpers have diamond plate in the old 70s trucks and stuff?
Yeah.
So I used it on that. It worked good for that too. It works great on the flat finish, but if you had a round finish, you had to go around. I don't think it would be good at all.
I think Gigi's got a bunch of it.
I got the clear red and the clear orange for doing tail light lenses.
Oh yeah, yeah.
These work out pretty well. I haven't used the mirror finish on anything yet, but I did use that MiG stuff on the tail lights for this Toyota, and it actually did pretty well.
Yeah.
Went around the curves on that. I've left this alone for about 2 weeks to see if it would peel up, and it hasn't done anything like that. So
Yeah, no, it seems to stick pretty well. I don't know. That's all I use now. I get tired of fighting with bare metal foil.
I hear you.
The new one improved is supposed to be much better, but
Yeah.
Micro Mark? They make an adhesive for that stuff, but by the time you lay that down first and then try to put the bare metal foil on, it smooches out everywhere and makes a
Yeah.
bigger mess
The
than
pain
it's,
in the ass.
than it's worth. Yeah.
Yeah, I got this stuff here.
Yeah.
Micro scale, foil, adhesive, and I don't know. It's just made it more messy and more aggravating. And
Yeah, the one time I tried that stuff, that's all I did was make a mess.
yeah, exactly.
So is
Not only
that,
did I screw up the bare metal foil, but I had the glue all over the body too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
is that stuff more towards like if you're using like a leaf, like a gold leaf or a silver leaf, perhaps?
I would
Yeah,
say so.
I think that's what it's designed for.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a whole other art in itself, doing that gold leaf, especially on a model car as small as that would have to be.
So
So,
that's when
chat.
you just do the whole car in foil and then just go back and mask off and paint.
Right.
about
It'd be a lot easier probably to do that.
Don Yost used to use bare metal foil for masking when he was doing a two-tone paint job. Because you get very little, it's so thin, you get no line
Right.
you know,
I can
between
see
the two
that.
colors.
Yeah, I can see that. It's a lot
Yeah.
thinner than tape.
I
Yeah.
tried doing that for airplane canopies, but it left a lot of film behind.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
wasn't having a lot of luck with that. Don Yost was one of those guys that could, I don't know, take a block of wood and make a piece of chrome out of it.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
He was
that's
super tone.
he was one of those guys, and I liked him. And I got along with him. Either you liked him, or you didn't, and I really liked the guy. Well, I'll tell you what, he taught me how to paint, and you tell me if there's anything wrong with the finish on that.
Yeah,
39 Chevy.
somebody was saying
Yeah.
earlier, go ahead and blow it up again just to get another look at it. But somebody was saying earlier about how awesome that paint job is.
Yeah.
And I actually have a sticker of that on my workbench here. That thing
Yeah.
is absolutely beautiful.
Yeah, it was a fun kit. But that's where I learned how to paint. I bought his videos. I talked to him on the phone a few times, and
I watched his videos. He was gone by the time, or right at the end of his time when I was getting back into the hobby. So I didn't have the luxury or pleasure to meet him or talk to him. But I have watched a bunch of his videos.
yeah, I miss him. I miss him a lot. But like I say, he was one of those guys. Either you liked him or you didn't,
So
and I happen to like him. So
The NNL East that I went to was the first year that he wasn't there, and it was there's this whole corner, this whole group of tables in the corner that was supposed to be Don's area, and I was like, ooh, that's kind of a foreshadowing thing.
that year you went, Brian. There
Mhm.
was, I think, 4 major guys that did aftermarket stuff. Well, Don Yost wasn't there. This guy that does wheels, actually, those are his wheels on that 39 Zimmerman wheels. He
I've
wasn't
heard
there.
from him.
And then a guy out in Fulton, New York, he did truck parts. Gary Wallace, he had died. And then David, AITM, he did all truck stuff. He died too. And those were the 4 guys I used to go see.
No,
It
just
was
to be clear,
strange that they weren't there.
it wasn't because I was there.
right,
not at all,
BG had no
Right, yeah.
idea.
It was just a matter of consequence. That's right.
Right.
Yeah,
Here comes BG the Reaper. Oh my God!
yeah.
Fear the
Wow.
Reaper. Well, last but not least, Mr. Josh, what are you working on, my friend? Ooh.
I am still working on a 2024 USAC Dodge Dart. That's how frequently I make it to the bench. We are very close to completion. This thing took a bunch of steps backwards. It was supposed to be getting a modified AMT Viper chassis.
Remember that?
Yeah, once things kind of started coming together, chassis and body, things just didn't line up quite correctly. I missed something in my mock-up somewhere. In order to get wheels and tires under there, I would have had to have done a wide body of some sort, and body's already painted and ready to go. So we went backwards to the stock chassis and trying to make all of that work. I'll be honest, I really just want it done now.
All right.
Yeah.
Make sure you did.
Well, I will have you know, sir, that you, with that Viper whole idea, inspired me. And I have the Revell Viper, the blue and white one, and I am kit bashing it with a 76 Pacer.
Oh, very cool.
In fact, I'm doing a series on my personal channel called the Acme or Bust. After we get done here, I've got to do a little bit more editing, and I'll be dropping episode number 3. But it was when I was looking at it, I had a couple different chassis that I could put under it. In fact, the first 2 videos is about one of the chassis that I tried to get under it. Nothing wrong with the chassis, but it was, it had regular like frame rails that were say like 6 millimeters or 8 millimeters wide, regular like channel frame. And I needed something that was flat, didn't have one. So I was like, Josh talked about a Viper. I wonder. And sure enough, the wheelbase on it is actually perfect for that Viper, for the Viper and the Pacer is actually a perfect match. Obviously, there's work that's got to be done to make them go together, but the wheelbase being the same, I was like, I'm stealing his idea. I'm using this Viper chassis.
I don't know how the Revell chassis goes together, but the AMT chassis, once you add the steering knuckles and everything to it, it gains a lot of width real quick. Like
this one mostly is high. It's got a little mini tub. Like I said, I got it on I just actually when I dropped part 3 here, we start working. I spent 2 episodes working on the one chassis, and then it wasn't going to work. In this 3rd episode, it'll be when I'm actually working on the Viper chassis, getting it in there. But it's going to work out pretty good. I had to do a lot of hacking to the interior to get it all to fit in there. And once I get it all hacked, and then I'll have to do some styrene and do some building to put it back. But it should come out pretty cool. I mean, it's going to definitely give me the stance I want with it being real low to the ground. And we're excited about it, man. It's going to be fun.
very cool.
John,
I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, bud. I had a good friend of mine, Tim Casper, did me a rendering. He just did it. That's really cool, the rendering that he did for me. He's a sign maker, extreme, absolute awesome model builder. But he makes signs and does that kind of work. And he made that up for me. In fact, he's in the making paint business, Seeking Paints, and he just came up with an orange for me for it that he called Outlaw Orange. But we're going to keep that under wraps until we spray it, because it's going to be something pretty cool. But we're excited about it. Kevin Smith, what's up, buddy? Happy Thanksgiving to you as well. See, who would have guessed the Viper and the Pacer have the same wheelbase? They probably don't in real life, but they do on this scale.
I don't know. It's just, I don't know. There's some sort of mad scientist thing going on there with combining a Pacer and a Viper.
Yeah.
I think you should have put the Pacer chassis under the Viper.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
That's what James Duff. That's what James Duff said. He said, "Oh, I thought we were putting a Pacer chassis underneath the Viper." I'm like, I don't think you would want to do that.
No, I think you should, dude. Go for it. What could go wrong?
Jim Scale Custom says, I don't know who else is interested, but the New York Giants lost in overtime. Yay, sports.
Yeah.
All right. Too Tall, what's up, buddy?
Actually, I still have to watch the F1. Right?
You can pick on my Pacer, pick on the Pacers if you want to, chat, but I think the Pacer was the most beautiful car ever made by any manufacturer any year ever. The 76 Pacer is the coolest car ever made.
You know what? Whoever said paint chips didn't hurt you as a kid, they were right. Yep, they didn't hurt you at all, Mike.
I was just going to say, he used to ride bulls for a living.
Yeah, I did. I used to ride bulls for a living. So.
mildly concussed.
And that's
few
why
times.
that's why you're still sitting at the kids' table at Thanksgiving.
The foldable kids table at that. There's some truth to that as well.
Mikey, did you have to wear a name tag to school? My name is Mike, and I'm on the blue bus.
And a helmet, and I wasn't
Yeah.
allowed to play with the crayons. And just for the record, magic markers taste like hell. Oh, that's funny.
And I say that with nothing but love, Mike.
I know it. I know it. I don't know. I had a 76 pacer, and mine. I think I've told the story too many times. But oh, hey Ted, what's up, buddy? He said the pacer was a Hornet with a flat booty. He's pretty close to right. The pacer had a lot of innovative things, though. It really did. It was the first car that was produced in the USA that came factory, with rack and pinion steering. The door on the passenger side was 4 inches longer and wider, so people could get in and out. It had a lot of neat stuff on it. But like I said, I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again. I got one in 1976. Well, I got a 1976, and I got it in like 80. Well, I mean, I was like 15, so like 84, 85. Drove it to my uncle's house, who I thought the world of. And I'm like, Uncle, what do you think? And he walks around, he's an old Vermonter, right? So he's smoking a cigarette, and he's standing there looking at it, and he's like, you know why they put all the glass in this thing? And I was like, no, sir, why'd they do that? He says, so they can't see the F and driving it. I was like, okay, thanks, Unc. I'm going to go back home now.
It was actually supposed to be a front-wheel drive vehicle in its original, which is why it was so wide.
It was wide because it was low to the ground. I mean, the guy that the idea was to make it gas saving, because if you remember, the imports were coming in. So to rewind, it was supposed to have a rotary motor that GM was developing, and then GM pulled the plug on that rotary motor at the last minute. And when they did it through AMC, AMC had built that car around that rotary motor.
Are you sure?
Positive, 100%.
The rotary motor was a very, very narrow engine, so
I don't know if it was supposed to be front wheel drive or not. I don't know, but I do know that that pacer was designed around that.
According to the research that I had done, the pacer was supposed to be a front wheel drive vehicle, which was why it was so wide in its stance to accommodate. And they couldn't get the front wheel drive stuff to work quite right, so they just went ahead and put a regular old 6-cylinder engine in there.
They ended up putting the 4-cylinder and the 6-cylinder and the 358 that they had in the Jeep because they had to. But that was the straw really that broke the camel's back for AMC, is that motor not coming through, and they had put all that time and money and research and development into it. But the same guy that designed the Cherokee. He designed a bunch of cool stuff. But
so you're saying the actual straw that didn't break the camel's back was the fact that it was a pacer?
So I'm just trying to figure this out. They made that front wheel drive because it was short and low to the ground?
I don't know if it was front wheel. I'm not going to say BG's wrong because I don't know if he's right or wrong on the front wheel drive. I just know that they designed that car around that rotary motor, and then Chevrolet pulled the plug on it, and when they did, it just messed them up.
So I should be front wheel drive then.
You should be front wheel drive.
I'm short, fat, and old, and I'm low to the ground. Which is
John
a good
says
thing,
he's
because
gonna
once I
Google
get
it.
down there, I can't get back up anymore.
Well, that's the truth.
So long, Fred. Thanks for
All right,
stopping.
Fred.
Hey, Fred.
Robert Judson, what's up, Robert?
Hey, what's up, Soft J?
what do
Papa
you
Z's
think?
in the house. What's up,
The
Papa
Cray guys
Z?
look pretty good on that.
Hell yeah, they do. Hang on, let me make you big.
Oh, that looks really good.
Gotta find my cursor.
Yeah.
Check it out. That
Yeah.
does look good.
Those fit on there good.
Yeah, that looks really nice.
Yeah. I just got to find a way to modify the back because there's an electric motor in there and it comes with a big fat steel axle.
Right.
So I'll get there.
I have no doubt.
It ain't nothing but a thing. Chicken wing.
So the reason why I went up to see my friend Brian at Harvey Emporium yesterday,
Okay.
other than to stand there and shoot the shit for 2 hours,
which is always
was to
fun.
get all the paint for my my turkey shoot.
Oh, and what are you doing for the turkey shoot?
I'm doing almost the same thing as our friend Jody Doyle.
Okay.
I'm doing this one.
The Kubo
Yeah.
wagon. Type 80
Yeah.
Kubo wagon. That's
Yeah.
cool.
So,
That's cool.
Cool boy.
I'm really going out on a limb, and I'm doing my first. Well, I guess I can say it's my first aircraft. The only aircraft I've ever built, besides the one that I'm going to build, is one of those egg planes, which was a lot of fun. I enjoyed it, but I don't know if you can really call that building a plane. But I'm doing it's an Avenger bomber, like a 50s, 40s, 50s plane. It's 1/72 scale. It's kind of small, but pretty cool looking plane. So I hope to be able to build it and get it done. They're telling me that I can build the whole thing and then paint it after it's all together. So I'm hoping that works out, because if not, I'll be lost trying to paint it and then put it all together. But apparently you can do that with aircraft. I don't know.
Yep, yes, you can.
that's what I did with that tank I just finished.
Did
Yeah.
you?
Yeah.
Oh crap! That reminds me. I forgot about the tank thing.
Yeah, you got to get on, bro. Don't worry, BG. You're not the only one that's behind. I've got it, and I've got all the photoettes that I'm going to put on it, and the tracks and all that, and it's still just all sitting in a box. I haven't even opened it up yet.
Just so you know, mine's in my display case.
Overachiever.
Just saying.
That boy, Tim.
And remember, I'm a pure car guy. I had never built a tank, and I listened to all you guys, and I built the tank. Why is the car guy the first guy done?
Right?
There you go. Because you're an overachiever.
Is that what it is?
I can't believe you beat Jason. Jason's usually the overachiever.
Honestly, I just started it right away because I figured it was going to kick my ass and take me until April to finish it.
Kevin Smith, Joey. I'm not sure who you're talking about. But either way, it doesn't matter. I haven't heard from anybody named Joey. I know Joey Clark. I met him at the Acme show.
Okay. It was in the bottom of the stash stack. So I got
There it
me
is.
the M4A3E8, the Sherman Easy 8 kit. So I'll be throwing my hat into the ring on that with this guy.
That's
Nice.
it, the E8 kit. That's the one we're doing. Yeah.
Sweet.
Sweet.
The thing is, every time I would think about building the tank kit, I would be stocking the shelves at the store and be like, oh, I need to get a Sherman. Wait, don't I have a Sherman? And then by the time I get home, I'd forget to go look.
That is why I love my iCollect app. I don't know if you guys have it or not, but it is absolutely amazing.
I have,
Yeah, I have it.
Yep, it is so cool. You just, obviously when you start, I started out with about 2,000 kits that I needed to get into the system. But if you get a couple kits or whatever from a show and you bring it home, scan the UPC code, and it automatically goes into your system in your app. And then if you're at a show somewhere and you're like, oh, I see this tank or this whatever, and you want to make sure you don't have one, you just go to your app, check it, make sure you don't have one, and then you can do whatever you want to do. But it's really nice and cool to have. It's relatively cheap. You can test it for free, and it gives you like 10 things you can put in there, which really isn't a whole lot. But if you buy it, it's a one-time purchase of like $20.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, it's endless. And what I really dig about it is let's say that well, Tim, you have it. Let's say that you get a kit doesn't have a UPC code, or even does have a UPC code but isn't in the system, right? They can't, their scanners can't find it anywhere.
Yeah.
So you load it into the system. Now I come along with that same kit with that same UPC code, and I scan mine, and it'll find yours and be like, is this the kit? And you're like, yep, boom, and you add it in. Because you can take pictures, and if it doesn't have a UPC code, you can take a picture, give it a description, and then upload that to the system as well. And
Yeah, I've had that app for about 4 years now.
Yeah, it's nice. And you can do subs off of it, like paint, 3D printed parts, whatever it is you wanted to do, you can do subs off of it. So if you're at the store and you don't know if you have the Tamiya XF71 or 70, you need one of the two. You don't remember which one it is. You go into your app and bam. And no, I'm not sponsored by them. I just really believe in them. I mean, it's really, they work. It works really well.
I think Josh needs to have something like that for his products because I think I'm double buying stuff now.
Josh is like, no, don't you dare. Just keep double buying.
Yeah, no, we're not creating that app. Sorry.
No.
What's up, Brad? Hey. Bradley 12B. Brad, is that King Sparkles, Brad? Is that the same Brad?
Oh, it might be.
It might be. I think it might be. What a great guy. King Sparkles, he is the man, bro. Love that guy. He was number one in the top 12. Again. I Collections, Hot Rod Builder, I Collections, the letter I Collections.
Yeah,
Well,
I'll grab my phone. Hang on, I'll show it.
Mike, I still think back to our dinner after the Acme show where we all got to sit next to Brad and just hang out and have a good time.
great guy.
Mike, make me big for a minute. I'll show people the app.
Hang on just a second. I gotta find my cursor.
All right. So see the one that says I collect? Can you see that?
The screen went black.
Your screen went out.
There you go.
There it is.
Says I collect is like a one up above it. So I'll open it for you.
What's Pornhub?
Yeah. So that's what it does. That's how you take a picture of the box and then it tells you all about it.
Yeah.
And then you can just go scroll through it. Here's all the kits that you have on there. I have mine in alphabetical order by manufacturer. So what I like about it is when I finish building a model, I take a picture and I put it on there and I put the date of when I built the model. And, you know, whatever I have in there, if I give somebody a kit or something, I put who I gave it to and when I gave it to them. And then I move it to a thing called a wish list. And it all goes in there. So I keep track of where everything's gone. So it works good. It takes a little bit when you first get it, if you got a good sized collection.
Yeah, it takes a
I got
minute to get them all loaded.
550 models. It took me like 2 weeks, a couple hours every night to get everything loaded. But
It's
yeah,
neat.
it works great.
It's really, really good.
If it comes to that, I might just start a different hobby and start from scratch there rather than try to go back and start all over
No,
again.
thank you. I'm not starting another hobby. I got enough out of this one.
I haven't figured this hobby out yet. Never mind another one.
Yeah, really.
Yeah,
I'm still trying to learn how to build a model.
it says the guy that has an entire room of awards.
Right? Yeah, he's got so many. He keeps them in a warehouse outside. But you're absolutely right, Kevin. Brad is an amazing builder, but more importantly, he's just a really, really good guy, man. I enjoy hanging out with him. He's been so helpful with helping me get better at doing this hobby, and I'm saddened that he's moving to Tennessee and getting away from me, but I'm happy for him. I know he'll be much happier up there than he is here in Florida. But we're excited to hopefully get to see him at JexCon this year.
Is that the gentleman that built that 47 Chevy at Acme?
Yes,
That thing is unbelievable. Oh, it's beautiful.
beautiful.
Absolutely beautiful model.
And the photos just do not do his builds justice because of how he does his paint.
He got that King Sparkles banner from last year at Acme when I believe he took Best of Show last year with it. That thing was
I think
awesome.
so.
I can't remember if it was Best of Show or not. I know it was in the top 10 for sure. That thing is amazing. I mean, it's just a really good guy, man. He takes the time to, tell me where I could do, where I can improve, what I could do better, and at the same time, pat me on the back and let me know, hey, I can see your improvements. Just a really, really good guy. Him and his wife both great people.
I had a teacher like that in high school, and he told me I should be a certified fire watcher.
Fire watcher.
And he was the same teacher on graduation day that told me, welcome to adulthood. You're just another pimple on the ass of progress.
That's it. Ken, yes, that is the case. In fact, I forgot to turn that on. When we're simulcasting to both Jason's and my channel, if you're on Jason's channel, you can only see the people that are on there and their chat. If you're on mine, it's the same way. I forgot to click the button, but now if you'll look, everybody can see all the chat here from on the screen itself. It's a little tough to read, a little small, but that's an upgrade that StreamYard has just come up with, which is really cool to have. So now no matter how many people we simulcast to, you can now see, everybody can see all of the chat. As hosts, we can see everybody's chat, but if you're on Jason's or mine, you can only see who else is on that same channel, except for when I click the button and turn that on. So. And now that we're an hour into it, halfway through the show, I'll go ahead and click the button.
Nice work, Mike.
All right. Way to be on point. Way to be on point. Hey, listen,
That's right.
the weekend before the holiday, I'm lucky to be pumping air, man. I'm ready to have my holiday.
Oh crap! I forgot to put air in Linda's tires. Thanks for the reminder, Mike.
I don't know how many of y'all pay attention to my Facebook, but I had to put air in a tire yesterday.
You have a Facebook?
Yeah, a whole lot of air.
Did that plug kit they offered? Did it help?
That was too cute. Bless their hearts, man. I mean, they meant well. Their hearts were in the right place, but the tread was. What had happened was I hit a nail, and before I could get from the stop sign where I seen it, I could hear it first.
You heard it?
So I finally realized what was going on. I'm like, let me get to the gas station, and by the time I got through the light, the tire was flat, and that big old Excursion weighs about 10,000 pounds, and I got to pull in a trailer. And with my love seat on it that I had just picked up from Tim Casper. So by the time I got it into the parking lot of the 7-Eleven, it was toast. I mean, I just had grinded it all up. And I know those people's heart was in the right place. I know it was. But they pull up, can we get you a plug? I said, yeah, about a half a mile ago. The plug would have been awesome. I said, no, I think I got it. But there was another guy, I just met him, Al, and I'm out there fighting with that thing and jacking it up with the factory jack, which worked, but was, it ain't no fun, that big old truck, and 8 lugs on the wheels, and I'm out there busting my butt, and I finally decided I'm going to take a break, right? I got everything undone. Now I'm going to go ahead and take a break before I put everything back together. And he comes up, and he was like, can I give you a hand? I'm like, I got it, man. I appreciate it. He's like, no, let me help you. Man, if he didn't crank the jack up the rest of the way, put tire on, tighten up the lug nut. He did everything for me, man. So bless his heart, man. I have definitely, he will never see this, but it was cool to have somebody come up and give you a hand like that, man.
That guy earned a patch.
Mm-hmm.
Per your recommendation, Mike, I little retail therapy this week, and I bought some rubber black, flat black, and gunmetal AK markers.
Ooh,
Nice.
good.
I haven't tried them yet, but I picked some up. So
I really like using those for interior bits.
yeah,
Yeah, they do a great job with interior stuff, and then I love doing Gundam stuff with that stuff too.
let me see. I got aluminum, gunmetal, flat black, and rubber black. I apologize.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
That's it.
I like the rubber black for doing window trim.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Yeah. I didn't think of that.
The tip is just fine enough that you really don't have to do a lot of masking. One of my least favorite things to do is mask off window trim. But the rubber or the flat black works really well. The rubber on more like 60s, 70s cars where it would have been a rubber molding around the windows.
Mm-hmm.
And I also like them because they're acrylic. And by the time I get to doing the window trim, all of my clear and everything is already done. So if I slip, just a little Tamiya Q-tip, the pointy ones, and it just wipes right off.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh, you mean like these things?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What did that guy call him, BG?
They call this. I was watching this Gundam guy, and he was calling them precision Q-tips.
That's it. Precision Q-tips. I love that.
Yeah, I'm right there with you, Josh. It's kind of like where I was at with that stuff too. I was using the aluminum for the trim, and I like how I did it on my 70 Tro Street Super B, and I like how it looked. And because it's not alcohol based like Sharpie is, it seems like it's a little more robust for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
Agreed.
Yep.
More robust. You can second coat them if you need to.
Oh,
If you need to put a second coat on and go back over, it just continues to take paint. It doesn't smear like a sharp.
Right.
Right.
yeah.
Yep.
Yes, it doesn't reactivate itself.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now I will say this: I've got the actually I won them both at a raffle at a show, but I've got the the white box and the Gundam, the one that you got to mash the back of it to get the paint down into the brush part of it.
That's the Pro
Their
series.
red is obviously made for like a gaming thing. Is the red is more of a pink to me, but
Yeah,
other
they are designed for miniature figures and gaming figures. But you got to admit that the brush tip that's on those pens is outstanding.
yeah, I love them. The blacks, and like I said, the blacks, I use those on motors, interiors. I'll tell you where they work really well too is like if you're like on this dart, when I put this dart together with the black cage, and if I got a little glue smudge somewhere or something slipped off, and I got a little that marker was perfect for just going in there and daubing it and
Yep.
hiding you're hiding your imperfections.
Hiding your imperfections. That's the name of the game.
Right?
That's what we're doing.
Fred told me to always turn the best side out. I was like, okay, that makes sense.
Yeah, and as a judge, I always look at the backside of the model.
When I've judged, I always do too because I know which side I put out.
Exactly. I know how this game is played. I at the IPMS show that we just did, all of our judges were on one side of the table, out where the masses were, and I was on the inside of the tables. And they're like, "What do you think about this one?" I'm like, "I don't think this one's a good contender." And they're like, "Oh, what are you talking about?" I'm like, "You're not seeing what I'm seeing."
I'm on the other side.
I picked up a couple of kits this week. I already had this kit. I've got it downstairs. I think it's an original, and I really don't have much inclination to build it, so I bought another one, the Quattro kit.
Oh,
Oh, nice.
wow.
That's
Yeah.
different for sure.
I'll lower that and put some cool wheels on it. Do a
Yeah.
cool color scheme.
Oh, you're
My
gonna need a
local
Yeah.
hobby shop. They don't. I wish they would bring more new stuff in, but they don't bring stuff in very often. But I happened to be there yesterday, and I picked up Nova Pro Street.
Nice.
Oh, nice.
What year is that Nova supposed to be?
That's like a 79.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like that. I'm
I
thinking.
had one of them. It was a hatchback.
Did you?
Yeah, it was my winter car when I had my blown Chevelle.
I'm thinking I'm gonna do it up like 90s Pro Street with like maybe a pastel color or something like that, and put some cool wheels on it. I also picked this guy up too, the Cyclone.
That's on my list.
Yeah, we were just
I want
talking
that.
about that recently. Yeah,
That one's
Dude, that
on my
looks like
list.
it's an old Johan kit too.
it's a cool kit.
Yeah, they MPC had a series, and I think that car is from it. Maybe the box art's changed a little bit, but they had a series back in the day, the 71, the 72, where they had a bunch of those old school race cars. The originals now are unobtainium, so for them to repop those is really cool.
Yeah, I don't
And
know.
they're
why
not great kits. They're really not. They're just
Yeah.
not. But the bodies, there's so much you take that body and put it underneath one of the Monogram or AMT NASCAR tubs, chassis.
He's got it too. We should do a buddy build.
Hey, I'm down with that. Oh, look, it's a DeLorean. I opened the box, it's a DeLorean.
Look at the DeLorean.
No, I'm down with that.
Ukrainian Scale Productions has a really nice 3D printed grill for the Quattro that is just it's
Oh,
beautiful.
really?
Yeah, it has separate headlight buckets. The grill is all printed open with the floating Audi rings.
Oh, cool.
It's beautiful.
Okay. It just got interesting.
Absolutely.
Uh,
Wait a minute, this isn't a full engine detail.
I gotta admit, I'm with Dave.
Should be.
He asked the question, you guys have a good side of your model?
No, the head cap molded to be cut open. Okay, interesting. Is this like an Italeri kit that's been made by Tamiya?
I think so, because I thought it was an engine kit, but yeah, that whole hood's molded shut, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hmm.
I also
does.
have this guy.
Yeah, it's cool. I almost bought that too.
Yeah, that one's really cool.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Uh-oh.
Agreed, Jim. Agreed, Jim.
So interesting. Okay, so this one actually is molded with the slightest line around here, so you can just cut a couple little tabs and pop that off. This one is molded solid for the hood.
So you can pop that hood off.
Yeah, but the Italeri kit looks like it is the exact same as the Tamiya kit. A little bit different in the exhaust opening down there, a bit wider. Very, very similar. I don't think they're exactly the same, but they're very, very similar.
Cool.
Oh yeah, different wheelbase.
Scales the
Interesting.
same?
Scales are the same, but the Italeri kit is just like a millimeter longer in wheelbase. Artistic license, I guess. So this should have an engine, because when I see a Tamiya kit and it's got this type of image on the side with the transparent engine lid, it makes me think there could be a full engine detail in there. So I don't know. I guess it could do Google Translate and find out, but no, it's got a guy.
It's got a guy. It's got a figure.
It's got an engine insert.
Ah.
It's an insert.
Yeah, I see. It's just big lump of little shininess right here.
Yeah.
It's got the slant 4 in there. Right?
Quote unquote engine detail.
Engine and suspension faithfully captured, it says.
Faithfully, yeah.
Fully captured.
Oh, Josh has one too. This is awesome. Hey, Josh, any plans on doing an engine bay for an Audi Quattro? Just asking for a friend.
For a couple friends.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't know if I can capture it as faithfully as they have.
Oh,
I'll tell you a funny Audi story that when I ran the parts store, one of my regular customers calls me and he says, "Hey, I need an axle for an Audi. It was an A6 Quattro or A8 Quattro. I forget what it was, but it was a Quattro." So I said to him, "Okay." I said, "Give me the production date." And I looked it all up and everything. I said, "All right." I said, "What axle do you want, the upper or the lower?" He goes, "What are you talking about?" I said, "Quattro." I said, "It means it's got 4 axles in the front." He goes, "It does?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "So I need to know, you want the left side, you want the upper or the lower?" "I don't know. Hang on 1 second." He comes back like 10 minutes later. "This fucking thing's only got 1 axle, you asshole." You had to have your fun with those guys when you had the chance.
Absolutely.
Yep.
Dean Scale Models, what's up, buddy? Elliot, what's up, man?
Elliot. Yeah, I remember when I was delivering parts, one of our biggest headaches was always getting parts for Subarus because I don't know what it is about Oregon. Everybody there just Frankenstein's their Subarus, right? So this guy calls up needing an axle for one of his Subarus, and we're like, okay, great. So it gets the part number and everything for what the kid gave us for a VIN number. I run out there to deliver the part, and then the guy's like, doesn't fit. So I bring it back to the store. My boss is like, oh, hang on a second. So he calls the guy back and he goes, what's the engine code? So the guy gives him the engine code and he goes, oh, okay, you got an engine out of a completely different year vehicle. So you're going to need this axle. So we run that axle down there and it turned out to be the right one. And I was like, dude, it's like, if the car has leather interior, Subaru puts a different axle in it, you know?
Yeah.
And here I am with two of them now.
Well, the only thing I can tell you about a Subaru is that they have used to have dual lined exhaust pipes with heat shields from beginning to end. And whatever you do, if you work in a muffler shop and you can bend your own pipe, do not think that you can get away with bending up your own pipe and putting the heat shields back on and expect that car not to burn to the ground, because it will absolutely burn to the ground.
Ooh, that sounds like, and that's why Mike doesn't have a muffler shop anymore.
That's why I don't work at a muffler shop anymore. Oh, look at there. Tim Casper's in the house. Tim, we were just talking about you, buddy.
Well, hello, Tim Casper.
Hello.
Hey, Leon.
Leon. Yep. I was telling him how I was leaving your place with the glove seat when I ran up on that damn screw, and then those kind people tried to help me out with their plug kit while the tread was laying off of my tire.
Mike, you say you tow with that truck?
Yeah.
What do you tow? Like a tanker truck for the gas mileage? Or?
Yeah. I tow a trailer with a fuel tank on the back,
Yeah.
so I can keep going.
It's like the space shuttle.
That thing is horrible on gas. It's not so bad if you get it out on the interstate, and it's still not good, but it's not as bad.
My first Chevelle I had with the blower on it. If
Probably
I
got
drove
better.
like a human and didn't try and lay 100 feet of rubber from every light, it got about 6.5 to 7 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, I can beat that.
And then when you wanted to go, it got down to about 4 miles to a gallon. The gas gauge would go down as fast as the tack gauge would go up.
Yeah, been there. This one isn't quite that bad, but it's not good. I can assure you of that.
My first car was a 1969 Buick Electra with the 430 cubic inch engine and the Rochester 4-barrel carburetor. And that thing had a 20-gallon tank, and I was filling that up like every 3 days.
Yeah, my dad had a Riviera with that engine in it. Great engine.
Great engine. Love that engine. But back in the day, ding, ding,
Yeah.
I was complaining about how it was costing me $20 to fill up that tank.
Yeah.
God damn it, $20. Now I'm like, I would love to pay $20 to fill a tank.
Yeah. Wouldn't we all?
Yeah.
Well, the year I met you at Acme, BG, I drove it up there that year, and it
I remember.
cost me
The,
$360 in fuel to go one way.
Do you know how much it cost me to fly out there?
Less than that.
Yeah.
$368 or some crap like that. and I got drink service. So
Yeah, look at you.
But
Yeah, I love that thing. It's got more room than I need, but yeah, it's not good on gas at all.
yeah, and also the Carterville police seem to know
that may have been self-inflicted. I haven't told that story in a minute either, so we'll go ahead and tell that one because it was pretty funny. First year at Acme for me, first time I'd been to Cartersville, Georgia. There's a lot of history there. So I get there a day early, and I go downtown, and I'm taking pictures of the courthouse, big, beautiful courthouse. And, the town was based off of railroad tracks, or at least that's early on when it was first getting started. So these old buildings that they've converted into restaurants and whatnot. Took pictures of that. There's big, beautiful church. So meanwhile, I mean, I'm taking pictures of the courthouse, but this place was so nice. I didn't realize at first that I was taking pictures of the back of the courthouse. So then I get out of the truck and I'm walking around taking pictures of the side of the courthouse. Then I get to the front where I'm like, oh, that is really cool. So I'm taking pictures of that, and finally I go around and I get in my excursion, and I'm headed back to the motel, right? And I'm here to tell you that Georgia State Trooper dropped out of one of those trees whenever I came by. I don't know where he came from, dude. All of a sudden, he was on me like stink on doo-doo, buddy. I mean, pull over. I pulled over, and he comes walking up next to me. He's got his hand on his gun, and he's like touching the side of my rig. And I'm like, what's going on with this guy, right? Well, apparently I looked like some sort of terrorist or something, or I was trying to help somebody break out of jail that was going to court that day because I was taking pictures at the back of the courthouse.
Either one of those could have been possible.
Either one of them could have been possible. He heard the outlaw was in town, and he was trying to figure out just what it was I had in mind.
Right.
I told him I was there for the model show, and I'd be heading back to Florida when it was over. And he said, well, don't let the door hit you where the good Lord split you.
That's right, you are, boy. Yeah, that's right.
But yeah, that was pretty comical.
Yeah, that trooper probably would have been like, "You here for a model car show?" Yeah, I would have had more respect for you if you were here to break somebody out of jail.
Right.
Yeah, that's right.
He wrote me a ticket for no seatbelt, and I didn't even, I'm just happy to get out of there and not get shot by a Georgia Highway Patrol.
You
It
don't
took
need
me
a
about
seatbelt.
2 weeks before I went. I was like, oh, I got to go take care of that ticket. So I get on the computer and on the website. It was a $7 ticket. It cost me $15 to pay for it over the interwebs with my credit card. So the total was like $22. I'm like, yeah, he realized he pulled me over and I wasn't really doing anything wrong. So he gave me the smallest ticket he could give me.
A $7 ticket.
$7 ticket for no seatbelt.
I
Can I
received
get
I received a $1 refund check from the state government here recently for overpayment. I'm going to frame that damn thing. I'm like, it costs more fucking money to send that thing. The amount to process it. Somebody sitting at a desk, the envelope. I got
Yeah,
that and I was like getting excited. I'm like, oh, money coming back. What do we got? What are we buying? I open it's $1. Literally. I was like, you got to be freaking kidding me.
You know, the accountant that figured that out was getting like $185 an hour.
Right.
That's fairly typical for state government right there.
Mm-hmm.
To this day, I'm the only guy that I've ever heard of or ever known that got a refund check back from child support. I paid too much in, and it was like $30. It wasn't a lot, but I got it. I got a refund check from child support, so that doesn't happen every day.
Hey, that's half of a tire patch kit.
That's it.
That's
And Leon's right, man. Everybody, please hit that like button for us.
the tire patch kit.
Half of a tire patch kit. Thank you, BG.
You're
There you
welcome.
Where were you when I needed somebody to crank that jack up?
Yeah.
Oh, I would have stood there drinking my soda, giving you moral support.
There you go. Yeah.
You're not doing it right.
Yep.
You're doing great. Keep up the good work.
I would have been cheering, crank it up, crank it up, crank it way up.
No, you know what he'd have been doing? He'd have gone live and like, look at this. Fat boy sweat. Look at it.
This idiot.
What you're looking at here is a roly-poly about to have a heart attack, jacking up a truck.
That's exactly. That would have been legitimately what you would have seen too. I thought sure I was going to die.
You ever seen a football get stuck under a Ford Excursion? Here you go.
No, thank you. See what up, Billy? James Durham. What's up, buddy? Welcome.
Nah, I would have helped you out, dude.
I know you would have. Moral support.
When I was younger and dumber. No, when I was younger and just as dumb. I
So last week or
Yeah. No,
Right, last week.
I haven't. My learning curve hasn't improved much over the last 30 years. But I was riding with my dad in his Suburban. He had the towing package Suburban, which had like the 454 with the 411 gears in the back. So that thing could it got like 6 miles to the gallon. He could pull a house off of its foundation if he wanted to.
Yep.
And we're cruising along the highway, and he always liked to run that thing right down to the ragged edge when it came to fuel, because it was a 40-gallon tank, right?
Mhm.
So we're cruising along the highway, and the light had already come on like the day before, and here we are. The thing starts to sputter and die, and he looks over at me. He goes, "Oh shit!" So he drops it into neutral and starts coasting. And we coast all the way off the freeway, up the off ramp, and then make the light so we can turn right. And we're not going to make it to the parking lot that he's aiming for. We're starting to slow way down. So I'm like, keep it in neutral and you steer. I'll be right back. And I opened the door, stepped out on the running boards, and then ran alongside the truck. And then I was running alongside, and then I just dropped a step a little bit, ran back behind the truck, got behind it, and then kept up my pace at a full run. And started pushing the truck because it was so easy. It was already moving, right?
Right. That's
Pushed the
better than
truck
trying to
right
get
up
it going.
Pushed it right back up into the parking lot where he wanted to go. I pushed it up the parking lot ramp and everything. I just kept the momentum going. And then it hit me. There's no communication between him and I when he decides to stop. So with no power to the brakes, he just meshed the brakes with both feet, and I just ended up hugging that truck. Then he jumps out and he goes, "I can't freaking believe you did that." And I'm just like, "Wait, just a minute."
I can't believe I did it either.
Let me catch my breath.
Yeah, take a couple of puffs on the inhaler, you know. And
Well,
then he
that's funny.
opens the back of the truck and he pulls out a gas can and hands it to me.
Now you
And
get
then he's like, "All right, we got a walk to do." And I'm like, "What? Wait, what?" I just blew all my energy pushing your truck into a parking lot for you.
Yeah, that's what I parked and got into the excursion. I got a 93 barn door Suburban with the 454 in it.
Yeah,
I
barn door. That's what he had. Yeah.
I parked it to get into the excursion because the excursion was a little bit better on gas.
Really?
I had an 89 that sat on 37s, 6-inch lift, 37s.
Oh,
That's
God.
a square
Yeah.
body too. Yeah, that's a nice.
Yeah, that was not good on gas either.
No.
When I first bought it, it had a set of Mickey Thompson Baja claws on it, the old Baja claws.
Mm.
They were cupped really bad, and it had a set of the old wagon style wheels on it, the chrome wagon styles, but there was like whoever had it before me put this metal like dust shield in between, so it was this big metal ring that bolted in between the wheel and the brake rotor and just was kind of a metal backing for the wagon wheel. But those tires would shake so bad at low speeds because they were so cupped that the metal backers would start vibrating, and I could drive down a residential street like 5 miles an hour and set off every car alarm on that.
I would have kept it just for that.
It was fantastic.
Too
Yeah,
funny.
Chet says BG the truck BG the truck hugger. Yep. I don't hug trees. I hug trucks.
That's it.
I actually have a photograph of me someplace of me hugging my pickup truck when I got it back out of the shop. And my ex-wife took that picture and sent it to my dad, and he's like, "Oh, well, that sums it all up. You come in second." That didn't help that relationship.
Not at all. Well, I recently had to get the starter replaced on mine. I took it to a buddy of mine. I'm like, "Listen, I ain't got time to do it. Just replace the starter when you can," because I was using my mom's. Well, I was using my mom's car. She got a little Toyota, and I drive like 60 miles, 65 miles one way to work, and 65 miles back. So I'm driving her little Toyota car that gets like 34 miles to the gallon compared to my, So turns out I was spending $30 a week on fuel as opposed to $30 a day. And then every once in a while, my mom needed to go to the doctor or whatever. She'd pick me up, drop me off. I'm like, this is really working out. I'm like, so I called my buddy. I said, don't get in a hurry putting that starter on. I got a mode of transportation that I'm liking right now. And
I mean-
you had to have it back, but
I mean, you it's probably not a bad idea to have something like that for commuting.
yeah, it would make more sense for me. I can't complain because the company pays for my fuel, but at the same time, when I say they pay for my fuel, they give me travel time. So it doesn't cover all of the fuel, but it covers like half. So I can't really complain, but could be worse, I suppose.
Yeah, it could be worse. You could not get that stipend.
And then there I'd be. 383, my 71 Dodge Demon 440 30 over mile can. Yeah. That's what they say when I was talking to the people when I was doing 1-to-1 building Jeeps. You don't buy a Jeep for gas mileage. It's the miles per mile, not miles per gallon.
I remember our 2018 Dodge Challenger RT.
Yeah.
That thing was a blast and a half to drive on especially on the highway. But here was the kicker: we had an all-white Challenger with the blackout package and custom license plates that said Kowalski.
That's
So yeah, and people absolutely loved that connection there. But what I don't miss was being nervous every time we parked that thing in a parking lot, went in for food or whatever.
Yeah,
I was always make sure we sat in the window. I could keep an eye on it.
right. Waiting for somebody to take it for a test drive.
Yeah, right. I saw the funniest video on Instagram where a guy's like, "This is how you park a Dodge Challenger in South Florida," and he like parks his car and opens every door, every the trunk lid, everything, and just leaves it sitting there with all the doors open, just to make sure nobody vandalizes it when they steal it.
That's it. You laugh, but I used to say that about the Jeeps. Like people, with a soft top, if they want in that Jeep, they're going to get it.
Yep.
So I tell them all the time, so just take the stuff out of your Jeep and leave the door unlocked. It's better that they get into it and not find anything and then just leave it, as opposed to slashing a hole in your $1,000 top or busting out a window in your door. Let them stick their nose in there, realize there ain't nothing in there. If they're going to steal it. They're going to steal it. It don't matter, right? They're just going to do it. But
That's right.
That always cracks me up. You pull up to a shopping center or a store, and the people in their new Wranglers have the tops completely off. They park, roll up the windows, and beep beep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Almost a good idea. It's like drive-through liquor stores. Almost a good idea.
I don't know what you say about almost. I can go to the liquor store, drive through liquor store on my slippers and not have to worry about getting out.
A11. A11. Playing parts bingo. A11.
If you think drive-through liquor stores are a bad idea, we have drive-through dispensaries here in Colorado.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. That explains a lot of what I saw on the highways when I was up there.
Yes, Colorado makes way more sense now, doesn't it?
Yeah, it makes 100% more sense. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah, you know how when you go through drive-through, you can't leave the fries alone until for when you get home. I imagine the dispensaries are sort of like that too. But here's my thing: if I ever moved to Colorado, I would open up a taco shop next door to every dispensary they have there.
And make million. Well, you don't think that's why Peyton Manning opened up Papa John's pizzas out there? Because they made it legal. He was like, everybody eats pizzas when they're high. I'm gonna get rich.
Yeah, that and kebabs for some reason.
So the first couple years after they started opening dispensaries here, the Girl Scouts would camp outside of the dispensaries when it was Girl Scout cookie season. And then the Girl Scouts put a policy into effect that probably wasn't the best place for them to be hanging out.
They probably made the most money though.
I bet they
Oh,
did.
man.
5 minutes.
Cookies were just flying off the shelves. The first time I saw that, I'm like, that is brilliant marketing. You guys are smart.
Oh my God, that's perfect. We sold out of cookies. We're now selling Cheetos and Doritos out front.
We went up to the mountains earlier this year, and we ended up kind of getting snowed in up there. It was a way different world once we got up there.
Oh, sure.
And we tried to go out to dinner one night, and the roads were so bad trying to get back down into town that they had shut the roads down, and they were diverting everybody through a neighborhood. There was about an hour-long line of traffic through this neighborhood, and there were two little Girl Scouts walking up and down the row
Making a kill
of cars with their sign, and I have never seen Girl Scouts sell cookies so quickly.
And that girl, the Girl Scout, who got the badge and knew how to use a chainsaw. She's the one that got down the tree so they could do that.
Right.
Right.
She's now the chief of marketing.
Yeah.
There could be some truth to that.
I was watching Friends recently, and it happened to be an episode where Ross accidentally bumps into some little girl and knocks her down a set of stairs, and her leg gets broken. And she's wearing a brownies, Girl Scout or brownies outfit or something like that. And so she was trying to save up enough money to go to space camp. So so Ross takes pity on the girl, and he goes and sells all of her cookies at the museum he works at. And he's like thinking he's like the best in sales, so this little girl's going to be happy and everything. But this other little girl, turns out this other little girl had given her Girl Scout costume to her 19-year-old sister, who went down to the docks during Fleet Week and sold like an entire bushel of cookies. You just don't get TV like that anymore.
You just don't get it like that anymore. Whew. Just rolling out the best time.
Man. Just no drama.
Sluggo, if you watch the chat that's actually on the screen in the like there right next to where Tim is, that should have both of the channels. I know it gets confusing when you're on through Blue Ox or you're on through mine, you only see our chat. But like I said, StreamYard just came up with this deal where I can post it, where you should be able to see if you look at the one on the screen that's by Tim, you should be able to see all of the chat. It's rolling both of the chat stuff from mine and from Tim's or from Jason's. I wish they would do it and it be just, for everybody, but I guess the way it's set up, this is the closest they can get.
It's brand new. It's got some kinks to work out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. They did just give us a whole bunch of new toys to play with, so let me do this. And now I can, like when we get great guests like Josh to come in, and he comes in and announces himself, we can do this.
Oh,
or if we're trying to build it up, we can do this. Or if my good friend Tim says something that just makes me laugh, I can do, or it isn't really that funny, I can go. Love it.
Oh, coming out with new stuff on them. Is the gong marking the speed round? Do we have to hurry up?
There you go.
It's time for the speed round. Whoever invented the idea of putting polycaps in the model car wheels needs to be slapped and sterilized.
Never allowed to reproduce. You're
Exactly.
stupid. You can't make any children act like you.
Why do you act like that?
I remember years ago coming back from the speed shop that we hung out at, we come to a set of lights, and there's a 64, 65 Falcon. Black. It was beautiful. It was like brand new. And all you can see behind the, as we're pulling up behind, all I can see is knuckles on the steering wheel because she was that small. And it had a bumper sticker on it. And in huge letters, it said, "You." And then below it said, "Out of the gene pool."
That's funny.
There's some truth to that for sure.
There is.
So true.
That kit you're building is a Oshishima, isn't it, BG?
No, I'm doing a Tamiya one.
Tamiya one,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Dean was asking which one it was.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm doing let me find the box here. Hang on a second. Bear with. Hang on. Oh, this guy.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah.
And Sluggo says in capital letters, "Josh is my resin engine guy."
Right on.
Thanks, Slago. It's always good to see you, buddy.
I may have one or two of those VCG engines kicking around here in the old hobby shop somewhere. I think
So,
the last
Mike-
count was 10.
Mike, you've brought up several times in this live stream that you have a love seat for the hideout.
I do.
I'm just exactly wondering what you're going to be doing in the hideout that requires a love seat.
Well, I'm hoping that the
May not be a place I want to visit.
He's going to have a sign out front of his house that says "Free model kits this way."
right, exactly right. How else do you think I want to get Tim to come down from Massachusetts?
It puts the glue on the model, or it gets the hose again.
That's right.
Well, I'm hoping because it's 12 by 40 that I'm hoping to be able to put like the first on one end of it, the first 12 feet by 12 feet by 12 feet. There's going to be like a little man cave.
Okay.
Mike, just so you know, that sounds really cute that you're saying that. But once you see how much room you have, you're gonna go to a show and go, "Oh, I don't have that kit. Oh, I don't have that one." And then
Right.
that little man cave is gonna be just covered in model kits.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah, that's probably going to happen. I can't deny that. I can't confirm nor deny that. That's probably
Yeah.
going to happen.
Or the missus will find out what a great job he did with it, and she'll be like, "Oh, this is nice. Thank you." Oh crap.
Or the alternative is she finally says, "I have had enough," and the love seat actually lays all the way down, and it has a massager in it. I think it's a massager or it's electric either way, so I can at least charge my phone and sleep in my building. Slago has a question for you, Josh. Let me go ahead and highlight it to where you can see it. There it is.
No. As a matter of fact, most of the engine kits are designed to be far more universal. While they might be based off of some of the more popular kits out there, some of the designers will use the base engine out of a kit to get some of the dimensions from to make sure that it's going to fit in certain scale kits. But other than that, they're not necessarily designed for one kit or another.
Good question.
Yeah, because you want to keep that universal to where you don't keyhole yourself, right? I mean, as a producer, you want to be able to put it in whatever they want to put it in with minimal modification.
Correct. And, not just as a producer, but for everyone out there in the community. I mean, I want to see a Olds Rocket in a 29 Ford. I don't just want to see an Olds Rocket in an Oldsmobile. I want to see it in all kinds of stuff. So
Or a 2025 Prelude.
we have a supercharged version of that, Brian.
Oh yeah. Well, car won't be able to make a turn when it's at speed, but it'll be awesome to look at.
That I'm pretty sure that Tim Kalankowitz used your slant 6 motors in his dart build. He had 6 slant 6 motors in his custom dart that he built for the group build. And I'm pretty sure those were your motors. I wouldn't swear to it, but I'm pretty sure those were you had 6 of them some bitches in that car. It was so cool. It was so cool.
Did you see the Sidewinder that Scott Esty built with the Slant 8 warplane engine in it?
Yeah.
No, I
Oh
did
yeah,
not.
that was cool.
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
following her on Instagram.
He did a fantastic job on that. He did 2 versions. He did a box stock version of it, and then he did a more custom version of it that he had to do some body modification and stuff to get that Slant 8 in there.
Dang.
Funny, it seems lately I've been building more box stock than I have anything. I don't know why. I think you go through cycles.
Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
I don't know why, but
Jody, do you have your Ford handy?
My
30 was that 32, the one you just finished?
I do, yeah. Right.
Give Josh a peek at how you put his motor together and worked it. Do 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 do.
That's some riveting television right there. This is very public access television.
Very public access.
So here's the kit.
That thing is so cool.
Yeah, that is rad.
The you can see it, but the induction setup on it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like those frog mouths on there.
Turned out really good.
That's
Yeah,
super
looks
cool,
great.
Joey.
Thanks.
I really like the patina on there. That looks nice.
Yeah, I did the hairspray chipping method on it. I kind of built up the paint layers on the underneath to kind of look like rust. I used a bunch of different Tamiya acrylics, brown flat earth, orange, yellow, some red, kind of got that look. And then 2 coats of just cheap hairspray. And then I put the XF71 cockpit green acrylic over the top. And then, stiff bristle brush, warm water, and just be really careful. And then you just start kind of peeling it off. And you kind of get the look that you want, So, and then I put this satin coat. This is really good stuff. I bought this a couple of years ago, just on a whim, this Humbrol satin coat.
Okay.
And it's right in the middle. It's not flat. It's not gloss. It's a satin finish, and it's just perfect for something like this weathered rod. That's what I put on that the Corsair. The final coats on the Corsair was that same kind of satin coat. It's got a nice sheen to it. So
Mhm.
actually just bought some more of that this week as well.
Buy up all the Humbrol you can get your hands on right now. They're going
Yeah,
away.
that's going
Yeah.
on. Yeah.
Now, question for you, Jody.
Yes.
Since you used the Tamiya acrylics underneath, when you're applying the water with the stiff bristle brush,
Yep.
does that kind of start blending the undercoats a little bit as well?
No, because I think the hairspray kind of puts a layer between the two of them to prevent that from happening. But you got to be careful because it will, once it starts to lift it can go from like not doing very much work to like way too much work. So you just got to be really careful, warm
Gotcha.
water and just kind of slowly kind of chip away at it, seems to work pretty good. I know, I kind of stole that from our military plane builders. They do a lot of that, and they sell chipping fluid that's specific that you can use. But I know the hairspray method also works really well too. So, and I think that kind of puts a little bit of a layer between them, and the water kind of reactivates the hairspray and allows the paint to kind of peel off. So.
Gotcha. That's what I was kind of wondering, was whether the hairspray created a barrier in between the acrylics.
I'm going to assume it does. If you got too aggressive with it, I think theoretically you could strip that back down to the other layers. But you just gotta go easy with it. So
Gotcha.
turned out pretty good. It was a fun build.
Looks really nice.
Yeah, thank
Yeah,
you.
it does. Looks
It
really
does
good.
look good. That's something I'm trying to get into. Is that whole weathering look, but I'm still trying to figure out the glossy thing. So I figure I probably better get that down where I'm okay with that before I start moving on to other
Start
things.
getting too crazy with other stuff.
Right.
More of a semi-gloss guy.
Right. I'm more of a orange peel guy.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. I like
You
my
can get rid
paint
of
job.
orange peel. It just takes a little bit of work. That's all, a little wet sanding.
That's what
it.
I've been doing on this one.
Hey Mike, can you blow up my screen, please?
I can absolutely embiggen you, sir.
I want to just show off this. So this is like the well, of course, the underside of the Honda Prelude kit from Tamiya, but I wanted to show off how well this piece here actually fits in. It just drops right in,
Boom.
Look at that.
and the fit and finish in there,
Oh wow.
no drama at all. Look at that.
That's a brand new tooling, correct?
It is
Pretty
solid.
amazing where technology's got us now, isn't it?
Right? It's like people are measuring now.
Right.
Yeah, right.
So yeah, so I just wanted to show how clean
That
that.
is-
It's
that's
a nice
cool.
contrast with the black and the white there.
It's amazing.
So once I add paint to that, it's not going to fit anymore.
Right.
Right. And Jim, you're right. Just because I live in Florida doesn't mean I have to orange peel them. But trust me when I tell you, I moved from golf ball paint to orange paint. So I'm orange peel paint. So I'm actually progressing in the right direction.
There we go. That goes there. That goes there. Hardest thing to do is figure out what color to paint it.
That is truth, man. It's an art. Those guys that are doing that weathering, man. It's they say you can't overdo it, but you can. You can make it look foolish if you don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, you can make your Jeep look like a lasagna if you don't be careful.
That's it. That's it.
A burnt lasagna. I
A
should say.
burnt lasagna at that. Well, we are getting down to the last few minutes of our 2-hour show. I want to throw it out there and let everybody know that I will be, those of you that are going to the Hope It Don't Snow show in, oh crap, it escapes me now. It's in South Carolina. This year I will be there. I also will be there with a table representing our good friend Josh from BCG Resins. I will have some of his products for sale up there.
Excellent.
And same way with JaxCon. We there in February. We'll be at that show selling some stuff for Josh up there as well. So if y'all make it to that show, come by, pick up some of your VCG resin stuff. This is the part of the show where we usually go ahead and start signing off. That way there we can get out of here and go do our things. I know I have to feed my puppies at 6 o'clock and I got to do some work myself. So who wants to start in the sign-offs?
I'll go.
Go first, Tim.
As always, thank you for everybody in the chat. I appreciate it. All the questions and all the guys watching and tuning in, spending a Sunday afternoon with us. Thanks to BG for filling in, and a special thanks to Josh. Josh, was finally nice to talk to you in person.
Yeah, it was great to hang out with you.
Yeah,
Yes,
we've
sir.
emailed enough back and forth, so it was nice to finally have a good conversation with you. And I appreciate you stepping in and helping us out today. And,
Absolutely.
it was another fun day hanging out with my friends. So, again, I appreciate everybody. If you want to see anything I do, it is Tim's Model Shop on Instagram. And if you want to see some cool stuff of box art and vintage car ads, stuff like that, I have a little collection on Pinterest. It's at TRyan67 is where you can find it. And hopefully you guys will tune in next week when we're doing the turkey shoot. And if you can join in. It's going to be a lot of fun. We'll see you all then.
All right, Tim. Thank you, sir. Jody, you want to go next?
Yeah, I will kind of mirror what Tim said. Thanks everybody for the questions, signing in, and watching this goofiness every week. I think it's great. You know, hopefully you're sitting at your bench getting some work done, and we're all kind of hanging out together. At least that's the hope. I can be found over on Instagram at VWJody. You know, I will I'm selective. I've got a Facebook account too. You can find me over there at Jody Doyle. As long as you're not a Middle Eastern woman with big boobs and it's obviously fake, I'm probably going to deny you unless it's something obvious. But looking forward to the turkey shoot build there next week. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Once again, if you're kicking around the house, you're free those days, you want to build a model kit, pick up a little small scale kit, something fairly easy, and just put it together. I mean, Gundam kit, military, small scale automotive subject, whatever, just build something. It's going to be a good time. I'm looking forward to it. So that's it for me. Take care, everybody.
Thank you, Jody. Mr. BG.
Well, to mirror what everybody else is saying, I just want to say thank you guys again for hanging out with us while we all chatted and had a good time. Hopefully you had a good time as well. Again, you can catch me at BG Model Workshop on the YouTubes, and then also on the Model Car Mania podcast, which we should be uploading here shortly. And just thank you guys for letting me tag along and hang out with y'all. Appreciate that very much. And I just want to give a special thank you to my good friend Josh. I miss you, man. We wish I could get up there and hang out with you more often. But your next show is on our calendar, so hopefully we'll see you then. But yeah, just talk to you all a little bit later on. Don't know when we'll be able to come back and play again, but I always relish the time when we're able to do it.
Well, you have a standing invite. You don't have to wait for us. You can come in anytime you want on Sunday, Mr. BG. You are family.
Well, thank you.
Mr. Josh, now you've had a chance to see how we close out the show. I'm pretty sure you got a thing or two you might like to plug, so just go ahead and throw it out there, my brother.
First, I want to say a big thank you to all of you for having me on the show today. I had a great time today. Thank you for pulling me out of the printing shop and into the model room for a bit. I don't get in here very often, so thank you very much for forcing me to the bench today. I had a great time. Thank you to everyone that tuned in today and asked questions and was in the chat. Thank you all very much. You can find me at vcgresins.com. Be sure to sign up for our email list if you are not already signed up. There might be some interesting stuff coming a little bit later this week that you might want to be signed up for. I will say that it will be a VIP event only this year, so you will want to be signed up for the email list.
How much does that cost?
Resins.com. Find the sign up form at the bottom of the homepage and join that email list. I promise I won't send you a bunch of crap, only good stuff. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Have a safe and wonderful holiday. Thank you.
Thank you, Josh. And just for the record, that sign up doesn't cost anything. It's free. All you got to do is sign up. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank Mr. BG and Josh for hanging out with us. It was our pleasure to pull you out of that room and give you an opportunity to get in here. Like I said earlier, getting you away from that work is kind of like pulling hen's teeth, but I get it. You're a one-man band. You got to make it happen. So I totally understand, but it was our privilege and honor to have you today, and we thank you for coming by. The same way with you, Mr. BG. Your family. You're welcome anytime, and we appreciate it when you come by. To the chat, I want to say thank you to the chat for sure. You guys were rocking it today. We were north of 70 people. Lots of great questions. Happy holidays to you guys. I know we'll see you next weekend. We will be doing our part of the turkey shoot here on Sunday. Waiting on Jason to find out exactly. We may open up the show a little bit earlier. We did that for the 48-hour group build, and it's very possible that we'll do it again for the turkey shoot. Sir?
While we were talking, I just signed up. That's how
there you go. Look at that.
There you go.
That easy. But definitely want to say happy Thanksgiving to y'all. We look forward to seeing you next Sunday. You can find me at the Scale Model Outlaw on the YouTubes and on Facebook. And like Mr. BG said, you can check us out on the Model Car Mania podcast. Our third episode will be dropping very soon. And we're looking forward to that, getting that third one behind us. Apparently we have 5 more to go before we are a legitimate podcast, but we're going to make it happen. We're going to get those 5 and hopefully a whole bunch more after that. So in the meantime, again, y'all be safe. Be kind to each other. And as always, keep on modeling, y'all. Night.
Goodbye.
Bye.